Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about The Lost Metal, which is book 4 of the Wax and Rain series, and the final book in it is book 7 of who knows how many in the Mistborn series, and I think this was definitely a great way to end the series, not gonna lie. Um, I think out of the 4 Wax and Rain books, this is probably my favorite, though I liked all of them, to be honest. I like how they wrapped up everybody's character arcs once again, like a lot of Brandon Sanderson's books, the plot was a little too convoluted for my liking. I can't tell if it's too convoluted or if I'm just stupid. The way the magic system is so integral to the plot itself, I don't know. I just don't. Maybe I don't take enough effort to understand it, but for me, I'm not really interested in like magic systems. I'm more interested in like characters and play-based plots, which this definitely has. I really like the characters in this. Rax and Rain, Steris, Marcy, etc., etc. Even Kelso comes back. But yeah, I like how all of their arcs end. Rain's seems fitting. I feel like I could relate to Rain in some ways because, while not to his extent, I do tend to ruminate on my past a lot. Have some trauma there. Like I said, not to his extent, but still, I feel like I could relate to him in that way. Uh, and I feel like he died saving people, which is something I feel like you would always want to do anyway. I feel like someone like Rain would think that's a better way to go than growing old. You know, I guess it's better to burn out than fade away. Isn't that what Neil Young said? Anyway, the other characters, I like how they ended because they don't get this kind of neat, happy ending and a perfect bow. Some of them do. Wax gets married, which hopefully works out for him better than his first wife. Rax goes through a lot of shit in these books too. First his wife's crazy, then his sister's crazy. So hopefully this one lasts. But I feel like the main thing I got from the end of the book is everybody just has to try to move on from Wayne's death. They don't get this happily ever after. I mean, some of them do, but it's more bittersweet than anything. A lot of it's just them having to move on, which I thought was a pretty poignant way to end it, to be honest. So as a whole, what did I think of the Wax and Wayne series? I thought it was pretty good. I feel like a lot of people hate these books because they came after the Mistborn trilogy, which I think was better than this, but I still liked it. It's kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Legend of Korra, where a lot of people hated Korra because it wasn't as good as Aang series. But if you judge it on its own merits, as like their own thing, and not constantly compare it to the original, I think there's a lot to like here. So, if you like complicated fantasy books, definitely give this one a shot. Though, like I said, I don't understand what the fuck is going on half the time. I just read these because I like the characters. So, you have that too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. The next Brandon Sanderson book in my Cosmere list, I believe, is Tress of the Emerald Sea, which is a standalone book, which I'm kind of excited for after reading these huge chonkles. Well, this one's not that big, but still. So, expect my review on Tress sometime late March, because right now I'm reading the third Outlander book, and that one's huge. That's like 2.5 of these things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.